Welcome, everyone, to the first official edition of Rap and Wrestle. I am your host, Gary Oliver. I am joined today by Lord Lovelace here.
What's up, everybody?
And yeah, I say official because episode 0 was just a little taste of what I could give y'all. Now we're getting to the nitty gritty of what Rap and Wrestle is. So first thing I'm gonna do is I have a clip for y'all from this past year's WrestleMania about a month ago. Let's check it out. Oh my God.
Oh,
Snoop Dogg. The most improvised people's elbow.
Look at him.
You hear her saying, hit the elbow, people's elbow. He's like, what do I do?
I still think we have
You can hear her saying the elbow.
He's like, you know what? Fuck it.
Tuck him in. Tuck him in, Snoop.
What I got? No elbow pad. Oh, yeah. Yo,
Nah, man. That was crazy.
Snoop hit the most gangsters of elbows, though. He put a little on it.
It was such a stiff rope. Hitting the ropes, man. That was so stiff.
We never would have got that if Shane McMahon didn't tell his squad.
Thank for Shane McMahon. Thank God for him.
This year's WrestleMania,
God bless him.
It delivered. There's a few disappointments, but it delivered.
Night 1.
Night 2 had the match of the year.
Which one's match of the year?
The triple threat intercontinental title match.
Okay, I'm with you.
Now, night 1.
Match of the year?
So far.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't think of anything to counteract it, but
I love hard-hitting matches like that.
I'm with you, yeah.
But start off night 1 with John Cena versus Austin Theory. It was a disappointing match, but John Cena has said this is all he can give right now because he's not training as often. So, yeah.
Right.
It is what it is. Austin Theory retained. Saw that coming.
Yep.
Kind of, but...
He wasn't going to lose that joint. John Cena wasn't going to win that joint, let's say that.
Exactly. Match number 2 was that fatal 4-way tag team showcase. I thought it was just going to be like a little filler, like whatever match. Now, them boys went out there. They said,
Hell
you know
no.
what?
Yeah.
We going to show you what we own. Chad Gable, MVP of that match. Right team won with the Street Profits.
He suplexed Braun, right?
Braun, just sure muscle.
Nah.
From Shorty G to I'm going to make y'all respect me.
Yeah. He's hitting for real.
Next match was the... was it the 6-woman tag?
Let's go with that.
Yeah. I believe that was the next match.
Should have the card in front of us. I used to have the card.
Yeah,
I don't know if I have it on me.
I just need to pull it up. But
There you go.
I'll pull it up as we're talking about this match
that's fine.
because it was good.
Yeah.
Damage Control, they got their match in at WrestleMania. Dakota Kai that same year went from being fired to on WrestleMania.
Facts.
Bayley went from injured not being on WrestleMania to being at WrestleMania.
Facts.
Trish Stratus and Lita Show, they still got it.
Yep.
And Trish is still going. Crazy. Becky Lynch, hey, she's still the man.
Absolutely.
That's all we can say. She's the man.
I prefer the man over Big Time Bex, by the way.
Okay. Match number 3 was Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul.
That's what it was.
That match.
That was crazy. That was
shout out KSI.
Cartoony as hell.
Shout out KSI. Coming out in a prime bottle
Was not
mascot
ready.
and just got splashed through the table by Logan Paul.
As much as I should have seen it coming, I didn't.
I didn't see KSI. I thought it was going to be his
Jake.
other Jake Paul. Yeah.
Nah. Yeah. I mean, they had already done the Jake thing, so I was like, are they really going to do it again?
Yeah.
But
still a solid match.
KSI was dope. And
Logan Paul had a zip line coming to the ring.
he did that before, though.
A zip line?
Yeah, he did. Was it the one he did with Roman?
No, he came down off of, it was like a little
Platform
Yeah,
jump?
just
Oh,
descending.
okay.
It wasn't a zip
He
line.
just likes that fucking... Yo, the zip line's nasty, though. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's how Pink performs.
And then, all right, next match. One of my favorite matches, actually. Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio.
Oh, yeah. Well, those intros were crazy.
Dogg. And Snoop Dogg again came out with the low.
Yeah.
Bro.
No, Dom's intro was nutty.
Like, he hard.
Yeah.
That shit was hard.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm a prison baby.
Yeah. Like, that's like when Wardlow used to do that with the guards.
Yeah.
It reminded me of that. And it was just like, that.
And that reminded me of
Wardlow should
Goldberg.
still do that, by the way.
It fit him more. Like,
Yeah. Because Wardlow's just such a big, like, presence, and Dom is just Dom.
But Dom Heike, him being so cringe and like
it's
bad
so
acting
bad.
about
Yeah.
it works, and I love it.
Literally, my girlfriend last night was like, I hate Dom so much. And I was like, good.
It works. He gets booed out of the arena louder than anyone you know.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's heel heat. And that's what people have been missing.
There was a big debate on the internet of who is a better heel, Dom or MJF. So
we'll discuss that later.
All right, bet.
So, favorite part in that match was Rey Mysterio actually taking off his belt and giving Dom
Whipping
a
him.
whooping.
Oh my God,
I was like, yeah,
that was nutty.
that's hilarious.
Yeah, it was.
And Rey Mysterio wins, and then it's...
That's what we needed. Finally, Rey beat her up on him.
Next was the match that people slept on. I'm not saying it like that, but like it also was contender for a match of the year. Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
They delivered. They said, all right, we're not main eventing. We're going to show you why we should have main evented.
That was match of the night for me.
Really?
Well, that was, because...
it was match of the night. I give you that one.
Yeah. Match of the night. Yeah. Because it was just, they
went out there and just...
Yeah. And that didn't main event, which is another...
It was fine for not main eventing, in my eyes, because, what the main event was with the story.
I understand.
A year-long story.
I definitely understand. Yeah.
But
just like...
They went out there and killed it.
Yep.
Rhea Ripley gets her redemption story from the past year to WrestleMania.
Yep.
She was supposed to win that one, too.
Really?
But
that was during COVID, right?
Said everything. But
I don't consider anything during COVID like real.
It was a fever dream.
Like Drew McIntyre was the man in COVID, but like
nothing after that. And we're gonna get to that too.
It's on me.
Yeah.
Say again.
TOS.
COVID.
Trying
Yeah.
to use it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Got it. Got it.
The 19.
Apocalypse.
Like shit. But Rhea Ripley redeems herself, wins, and like that was a feel-good moment, and she's supposed to be the heel.
Yeah,
like the whole everyone just
we knew what that was.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
There's another match. Pat McAfee versus The Miz.
Dude, I love Pat McAfee, dude.
I know, but that wasn't needed for a match.
Who'd you fight?
The Miz. And
that wasn't really a match, though. I mean, that was more like...
But if you're going to give that match time, give it to Bobby
How much was it?
It was a 3-minute match. But still, give that time.
But
it was that whole segment, though. You know, give that to Bobby Lashley, man.
I need Pat to come back to SmackDown, by the way.
Well, the reason why he also took off because he had a kid on the way.
Oh, I know why.
And now he has a kid.
Trust me, I'm a Pat McAfee fan. I know exactly what's happening. He's moving to ESPN. I know all this.
Yeah.
No, trust me.
But if he comes back, we'll see.
Well, now he's supposed to be on ESPN every day. So I don't even know if he will come back. And I wouldn't be, I'm happy for him. But
happy for him, but upset as a...
Can they replace Wade Barrett at least? Because
Wade Barrett's fine. I don't know. Him in NXT was good.
It's just that, how do you follow Pat McAfee with Wade Barrett?
That was it. It was the follow-up.
It was. It's
it was better than who's on Raw. Corey Graves is fine. It's the...
I don't like
the... He has to give some enthusiasm.
He's just a dude with an accent, dude.
I don't know. It feels like Corey has to carry what he lacks.
Oh yeah, well Corey could do the whole thing by himself if he wanted to. That's
shit.
Really
put Booker T back on Raw.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
All right.
I don't know. Yeah.
But here we go. Main event: Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn versus the Usos.
Mm-hmm.
Man. I was sitting at home just, God, keep kicking out. God damn.
I thought it was never going to end.
Oh my God. No. A year in the making, so many back and forth. You don't know who's going to turn on who. You don't know what's going to happen.
Neither outcome will surprise me either.
That's it. Yeah. It's like, all right, do the Usos just shut them up or do Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn shut them up?
Yeah.
Match of the night.
Yeah.
Well, story of the night. Storyline match of the night.
Yeah.
That's what I give.
Yeah,
I give Rhea Charlotte the match of the night because they delivered.
Match. Yeah.
But as far as storytelling and then the culmination.
The show. It was the show. Yeah.
Kevin Owens main evented 2 straight WrestleManias.
That's amazing.
gifted.
Yeah. Dope.
Sami Zayn main event at WrestleMania. The Usos main event at WrestleMania.
I can't really say Kevin Owens is underrated anymore, really, can I? Because he kind of, I feel like he was and still kind of is.
I say overlooked sometimes.
Overlooked is a better term for it, I feel like. Yeah,
like sometimes I feel like, hey,
but right now
you need a good guy like to carry right now. Like Kevin Owens, give him a redemption for his first Universal title reign.
It's like anytime they have a weird story, they're like, Kevin. Put Kevin with, like when the whole
Ezekiel Elias.
fucking, like, it's like, we have this Elias thing. Who do we put up against it? Kevin Owens.
It worked. It was a good thing going when it was, but I can see why it didn't. It shouldn't have been like as long as
somebody
it did.
else, in my opinion.
But it worked.
It did.
I think that's what Ezekiel needed. A big star like Kevin Owens, who just came off the main event at WrestleMania.
Well, maybe not less a big star, but more so like a person that people liked.
Yeah, and like can carry the feud as well to uplift Ezekiel rather than putting Ezekiel with like a lower card talent.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it needed.
But okay, we're in the night 2. First match.
We can pass on this.
Brock Lesnar versus Omos.
Again,
a match that did not need to happen. No. If anything, Brock and Bobby should have had their match.
Bobby should have been part of WrestleMania. Absolutely.
Instead, night 2, he's over
Didn't
here
he do
showing the trophy.
Giant thing and then just Yeah, he came out and just showed the trophy.
I'm just like, come on, put some respect on Bobby Lashley's name.
That was more disrespectful. He should have just not shown up at all. If he was just not in LA at all that weekend, we would have been totally fine.
Man, and he was trying to call. He's like, hey, let me do an open challenge or something.
Yeah.
They ran out of time.
Yeah.
But you guys, you know what? We're good. So Brock defeated Omos. Less about that because it was not needed. Yeah. Shit. So it was the second match. The Fatal 4 Women's Showcase. I'm not shitting on the women, but you can tell when the match deflated as soon as it started. Shayna Baszler got hurt early on. That's why her and Ronda were not present in that match and just called it because it went on only for 8 minutes.
Did it? Bro, that whole first half hour of night 2, I just was like,
because Liv Morgan and Raquel, they were a team. Natalya, Shotzi, they were a team. Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville, they were a team. Now, some of these teams felt put together, just like, hey, we need something for y'all.
Every tag team women's in WWE right now feels put together.
Yeah.
They literally just stuff together.
And the thing is, they'll have a certain woman team with someone else, but then they're not a tag team no more, so now it's like they're just,
that's literally what happened last night.
Let's put him here, let's put him here. Because Raquel and Shotzi were a tag team for a good second.
And now they're back together.
Now it's just like, why not keep them together?
She's been with Liv, Shotzi, and Aaliyah. Mm-hmm. And she's won tag teams with
Liv and Aaliyah.
Which is crazy. And she might win them back with Shotzi.
And shit, with Dakota Kai in NXT. Anyways, match of the night, potential match of the year for me, the Triple Threat Intercontinental title match.
Thank God for that match. Picking up that first half hour was
Gunther, Sheamus, Drew McIntyre.
Yes, sir.
From start to finish, hard-hitting, fast-paced. I was already saying match of the year last year was Gunther versus Sheamus at Clash of the Castle. Mm-hmm. When I found out there's going to be a triple threat with Drew McIntyre, I already called it. I was like, oh, it's going to take over the whole weekend.
Big, meaty men
slapping meat. Dog.
That's all you need.
When I tell you, that was... Heike Titus O'Neil on commentary added it too.
That was too. Yeah.
It was just like his reaction.
Anytime he came out night 1 too. I don't know which one match it was.
The Fatal 4-Way tag team.
He killed it both nights. Mm-hmm. Put him on commentary with fucking Michael Cole.
Graves.
Or either one. I don't need Wade Barrett. I'd rather PK than Wade Barrett. I feel like PK did his dues. I know Wade Barrett was a former. I never saw him on commentary or do anything.
NXT.
He did NXT commentary? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm not big into NXT, unfortunately. I used to be, not anymore.
Because that past weekend, NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver, earlier in the night before WrestleMania, that was a good ass.
I watched some of that.
Oh, yeah, that Fatal 5-Way was nuts.
Word.
Carmelo Hayes winning the NXT Championship. Mm-hmm. Greatness.
Hell yeah.
Now, but yeah, that triple threat. The ending, I love fast-paced endings like that. Mm-hmm. It's just, I'm a sucker for him.
Right.
Him coming off the top onto Sheamus, powerbomb him onto Drew, grabbing you,
Right.
power bombing his ass,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody was disappointed.
No.
I could have been fine with either of those men
I would have been
winning.
cool with any three of those guys winning.
I mostly wanted Sheamus. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, because that would have completed his
his entire Grand Slam,
Yeah.
ultimate Grand Slam at
Yeah.
that. So yeah, him winning that was
I think that's who I was
Wow.
rooting for. I was like, I really wanted to see Sheamus do that, but I feel like before he's gone, they'll do something.
definitely.
Yeah,
But yeah, that was
he's probably got another good 2 or 3 years in everything, huh?
maybe. Yeah, he's getting older now,
Yeah.
and he's a
When did he
newly married
debut?
man. 2000 and well in WWE 2009. He's been wrestling 3 years before then, I
Okay.
think, or 3 or 5,
So
something
let's
like
say
that.
like 05. And then, so
Because he came up at the same time as Wade.
so
Barrett.
he's going to hit his 20
Andrew.
here in a couple of years.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't see him doing anything like John Cena, though, where like John Cena kind of comes in. No, I don't see him doing
Need a
that.
part time or no?
He'll be here,
He'll be like
and then
a-
he just won't.
Even like a Randy Orton. Get better, Randy. We miss you.
Please, Randy Orton, get better.
Next match was Bianca Belair and Asuka.
Yep.
Solid match.
Solid.
It was hard hitting too.
Yeah.
Like they took some good bumps in that match. I thought Asuka was going to win. Not mad that Bianca won because I see where they were going with that. But I still wanted Asuka to win.
Yeah.
And let's jump back to the entrance because Bianca's entrance with the dance
girls,
scene,
yeah.
that shit was hard.
It was.
And then the Couture's, the girl who's doing the flips and whatnot.
Her mom like just died that morning or
That
something
morning,
like
yeah.
that. That was crazy.
And
That's
for
nutty.
her to still go out there and perform
And
for
do
her
it the
mother,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, great match.
Yep. Absolutely.
And then the clip we just seen, Snoop Dogg defeated The Miz. Only because Shane McMahon came out,
Which is wild debut.
first move was a simple leapfrog.
He just did.
He jumped, blew
Just
out
like-
his quad.
Yep. Crazy. Just like his dad. Just like his father.
Like, how do you blow out your quad? Like, come on, man. On your return. We ain't seen you in 2 years.
Was he injured that whole time or just gone? No, because he got fired, right?
He got fired after the Royal Rumble of 2022
Right.
because he produced it and then put himself in it. They were mad. You're fired.
I didn't know that whole story.
They brought him back.
That's so funny.
Came back, blew out your quad. Okay, Shane. God damn it. just stay away, Shane. Just stay away.
Just go back on the ground.
And then Snoop Dogg, they improvised, said, you know what, Snoop Dogg, you're facing The Miz. People's elbow, 1, 2, 3.
Before that clip, there's another angle of it where the cameraman like tells Snoop like go, and I think they were gonna plan to do something like that anyway, but he's like, no, we gotta do it now because Shane can't do his shit. So and then the ref, you can also hear her going like people's elbow, and
Yeah.
it's just like so like they're trying to just get through this
I feel
segment
like they
at
were
this
just
point.
like, shit, what do we do? 'Cause-
Yeah.
And respect to Snoop, because Triple H said this at the end of WrestleMania. He said, shout out to Snoop, because most talent wrestlers or whoever, when you have to do something on the fly, they'll be like, what do I do? Snoop
Oh,
naturally
Snoop's
was just like,
showman.
hey, are we doing this? All right, cool.
Yep, a showman.
Show, like,
Yep,
industry entertainer for
he's
a
been
reason.
doing this.
He
He really
at
does
least he ain't
this.
jump off the top rope this time.
Yeah, nah. That as much as we needed him to do, that's the bounce off the ropes was a little stiff. But other than that, that's all we
Next
needed.
match, solid match as well. Edge versus the Demon Finn Balor.
Oh yeah,
Edge coming out to Slayer and then
Yep.
and then the Demon's entrance.
I missed the demon, bro. I did
and
miss the
then
demon.
No more Playhouse Red Cell. It was a silver Hell in a Cell.
So here's my thing. I'm what they call a newer fan. My fandom started around 2019, so I don't remember a whole lot from back then. I've done like little things. I've gotten hip to, sort of things that are just like, I can't not know certain things. But I've only ever known the red Hell in a Cell, so like I didn't mind it. But then when they brought the steel one back, because I've seen cage matches with the steel, and then but
it
then
distracted us too much.
Yeah.
Like I get it, you want to be red, gory hell, what? It was fine.
Yeah. Yeah, no, so then when they brought the steel back, like when they started doing, I was like, okay.
My favorite spot in that match was Finn Balor climbing up and jumping to do a coup de grace off the cell.
Yeah.
Mad
Nutty.
he missed. I'm mad he lost, but like
Edge
at this-
played that
like
don't-
looking
Edge-
at it afterwards, I'm like, Finn kind of should have won. Especially like, if y'all were going the direction of Edge not being there and then going to SmackDown.
Speaking of improv, too, Edge held his own when they had to fucking staple his head.
Yeah, like he chucked that ladder at Finn Balor.
Yeah.
Split him the fuck up. I'm just thinking, okay, it's a little gash. No, once you see that picture, I was like, God damn.
That
so
shirt, I need to get that shirt that Finn 14.
Finn 14 taped, yeah. But for him to continue that match, too, kudos to Finn.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, even though we're on the big stage like WrestleMania.
How many times did he wrestle WrestleMania?
Finn?
Finn, yeah.
34 was his debut. 35.
Okay, so he's done a couple times.
Not 36, not 37, not 38.
So he hasn't been to WrestleMania in a while. So yeah, it would make sense. He's a trooper. That's that old school football shit.
That made me mad. Last year he wasn't on the card, and he was the United States champion.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah. So Edge wins off of Concerto. I feel like he should at least started like twice to solidify that he beat the Demon.
Slay the Demon, right? Edge
Main
was a trooper in
event.
that.
Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. That match almost gave me a heart attack. So much back and forth. Cody, Roman, kick out, Solo, ejected. Usos jumping in. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn jumping in.
Oh, that's when they lost me.
And then Solo comes back.
Well, let me not say that, because I expected that to happen. Because I even was calling for it. Was like,
them coming in,
bring everybody out. Like, this is what we need to be doing. Like, so,
especially Sami and KO. Like, to say, like, hey, no, really
Sami,
fuck
KO
Roman.
need to come. Usos need to come. Solo needs to show up. Paul Heyman even needs to get in the mix. Everybody's got to come to this, because I really thought this was going to be the end of Roman. So this has to be like, everybody's got to be involved.
But so much. Solo comes back out, hits a spike on Cody, spear. 1, 2, the most disappointing 3 I've ever heard from him. I was like,
I don't think anyone's even like, has anyone gotten the feeling back in their fingers from that night? Because like, I'm not with it, because it was a lot.
It was terrible.
No, I'm just, you know what? It's the way it happened that I think everyone's kind of
repetitive. The same shit. Someone comes out and calls Roman's challenger.
I just think it was just like, I think what Solo did too, because I don't really feel like Solo's little finisher thing. This was
the spike.
Samoans?
Umaga did that shit.
That's fine. I just don't think it's
a finishing move.
Yeah. It's a thing. Like, do it. It hurts, I bet. But don't do it to me.
Him doing the spinning Solo feels like more of a finisher.
Yeah. So, like, that being what caused Cody everything
would have made more sense. Well,
I'm
no, the spike stunned him, and then he got speared.
Yeah. I'm saying the spike, causing him to be disoriented to the point where the spear finished him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next night,
WWE.
Night after WrestleMania, we'll hit the big parts, which were Cody Rhodes coming out saying, me and you tonight. No, Roman said, we'll do a tag team match, but no one can ever challenge me for my title if you find yourself a partner. Yeah. Didn't see this coming. Out comes Brock fucking Lesnar.
I was pleasantly surprised.
I was like kind of interested. Like, okay, hold on, we're doing something.
I was like, what is happening?
And then nothing eventful happened the night after WrestleMania. Matt Riddle comes back. Not really a shocker, because I said he was going to come back.
The night after, the Raw after Mania is not what it is supposed to be.
The last time it was good, like, shock factor was 2019.
Yeah. Probably.
Actually, no, because nothing really happened there either.
I don't know. Ever since I've been watching, it's never been that great. And I still tune in like, oh, it's the Raw after Mania, something's got to happen. Nah. I'm going to stop doing that.
2020 shit, nothing happened. 2021, nothing happened.
Really, they always kind of size it up to where
it's the Raw after WrestleMania.
Well, and just any pay-per-view though, Raw before or after, SmackDown before or after, any like that. It's like even just this week, like we're going into something, and like Raw wasn't anything crazy last night. We're going right into what are we going into? Night of Champions.
Yeah, it wasn't, but it was.
But but they hyped it up
they
so
didn't build
much.
It as good, like especially with the championship matches they have planned.
Like was the Raw after Backlash something crazy?
Nah, yeah, it started the tournament.
Yeah, that's not really crazy though. I mean, that's something they had already had planned.
Yeah, but now going Backlash.
Yep.
Or sorry, let's jump back. Raw to WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar attacks Cody Rhodes.
Yep.
Like beat the shit out of him. Not
Very
even
bad.
like they did the whole introduction for the match. I'm thinking, okay, looking at the time, they're not going to do a match. Something's going to happen. And then Brock Lesnar.
I don't remember what time it was either.
Like,
I
it
thought
was-
it was gonna be a quick ass match. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, but no, then Brock Lesnar just ends up F5ing Cody Rhodes numerous times. And then
Really?
flicks off the crowd.
I was very shocked.
Oh, something did happen. Bad Bunny got sent through a table
That was the Raw to Mania, right? Yeah, it was.
by Damian Priest.
Yeah.
Crazy. So the build going into Backlash was showcased by Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar and Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest. Those were like their bigger ones. And then the fact that it was taking place in Puerto Rico.
Right.
So let's run Backlash.
Let's do it.
Backlash 2023.
Hey,
What
Hello.
show.
I wish I
I
knew the
will
words
say
to that
this.
song.
It was a great show. That SmackDown
Backlash was awesome.
going into Backlash was a great show because they were also in Puerto Rico.
Yep.
Oh, and the draft happened.
That was like before that, I think, was it?
Yeah, it was before.
Yeah,
Draft happened. No
Draft was
real.
the draft.
Yeah, and like it doesn't matter.
Draft was the draft. Bro.
Yeah. So Backlash.
I did like that they do it. They did it this year on the NFL draft weekend. I thought that was cool. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
it was on
watching-
purpose. Yeah.
Yeah, well, like that shit. They're kind of was already doing it around that time of year anyway. I think.
It was in
So-
October.
Oh, it was
before,
October.
But
Okay.
before then, it was always in April.
See, that's
Like
that's all-
Superstar Shakeup is what they called it, and then it was a draft. And then but there's a time period where there wasn't a draft
for a while.
because everything was the brands were together. People could go on Raw, SmackDown, whatever.
Yep.
It was dumb.
Do you like the brand split?
Yeah. Because it showcases different superstars on different shows for a reason.
See, I never.
Because
like-
when it's together, you have less time to push your stars on a certain show. And like your world champions on both shows, your intercontinental champions on both shows, your US champions on both
Right.
shows. You got to showcase them rather than, hey, SmackDown showcase their intercontinental and other champions, and also other stars. Raw promotes, like that.
No, I get that part of it. I just think the way WWE has really done it, I haven't really even noticed a split in it.
Lately,
Well, I think that's been part of the why like it doesn't really make any sense. But
because like you have seen more SmackDown stars on, like it started with the Bloodline really, and like that's who you've seen mostly on both shows.
Yeah.
But that's because they had both titles.
they have both titles, which
Yeah.
that makes total sense. But I don't know. Like, I get why it's happening. Like, you're not gonna see NXT people on, anything like that. So I understand
and
that.
then when,
But
like superstars that go to NXT, it's a rare special occasion.
right,
Not like oh he's on NXT, but he's a SmackDown guy. But
yeah.
But
I don't know. I kind of hope they stick to the split when
Oh, yeah, they
after the
have.
draft. Yeah, which
it is. It's permanent now.
good.
The biggest switch for me was Bobby Lashley to SmackDown. I've been waiting for that because he might challenge Roman, and I want him to beat him. I know.
I
He's
don't
not
think the
gonna-
end game is for Bobby to beat Roman.
I wish.
As much as that would be cool, I just don't think that's the.
Or AJ.
I don't know what his end game. I would love to know what. Like, I would like to know.
It's Cody Rhodes. Or Seth Rollins. I would like it to be better.
I don't even
to be
think.
Seth
Hot
Rollins.
take. I don't even think Cody Rhodes is showing up to Night of Champions.
No, he's gonna show up.
I don't think he's gonna fight.
No, he is. It's gonna happen.
Bro, I don't
After Triple H
I don't
and
wanna
him
do
had
this.
their.
I don't want to do this. Cody Rhodes is always
Okay,
injured.
We're jumping ahead.
I
We're
know.
jumping ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
We'll get to that.
I
I
got
got
you.
you. Backlash.
Yep.
Again, solid event in Puerto Rico.
I'd say more than solid. Better. I liked it a lot.
A+. Kicked off with Bianca Belair versus Io Sky. Holy shit, did they
Right.
deliver?
What the hell was that? I was like, okay. Like literally, like when they was like, we're doing this, like that's
Okay,
fine.
it's gonna be a good match. Exceeded expectations.
Right.
Io Sky showed out. She showed them why, like, hey, this is why I'm still here,
Yeah.
still signed.
What do they call her? Like Princess of the Sky, something like that.
Genius of the Sky.
Genius of the Sky.
Yeah.
I didn't know why they called her
The
that.
crowd was so over for EO too.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, she might take it tonight. Hold up.
And I saw
I'm
her
with
in
that.
that when she was in the NXT version of War Games.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember that match. And so, like, I remember her doing, Sky stuff all the time.
She always did. She was the NXT Women's Champion, and
Yeah.
she was
Yeah.
EO Sky. She got it formerly known as EO Shirai, now
Yep.
EO Sky. But it's not a.
I like EO Sky
match.
better.
Yeah.
Took me a while to
Solid
get
match.
to that name, but
Nobody, really shitted on Bianca winning, even though they were over for EO Sky. But still a solid
Right.
match. I would have preferred EO Sky winning, but it's
Really?
okay. I was.
they want
supporting
Bianca to be that. What the
longest
what's she at now?
reigning
Yeah.
women's champion of all. It's like over 400.
That's amazing.
Yeah, over
I
400.
love Bianca.
Seth Rollins versus Omos. Shockingly not a bad match.
No.
I was like, when it
Yeah.
got announced, I was just like, I just throwing
Same.
matches
I was
together. Like, what the fuck?
We just we need to fill a card.
Like, did
No,
y'all just
I'm
go
good.
on 2K23, hit randomize, and just like, all right, that's a good
Right.
match. But it was
Let's have the video game.
Omos's best match in his entire. Well, when he was teaming with AJ, he had some good matches too. I'm not gonna lie.
I wasn't really paying attention to Omos, and first of all, I don't really pay attention to Omos as it is. I just don't. I know what he is, so but I wasn't really paying attention to Omos when he was with AJ because he just seemed like
A bodyguard.
he seemed like Gallows and Anderson part 2, because that's what
You
Gallows
think?
and Anderson felt like to me when I started watching
The
wrestling.
OC was just
The OC was
AJ's
just some
leg
two
back.
dudes walking around.
Nah, but given their history, they were the OC was the shit.
Oh, I'm
Gallows
hip.
Anderson.
And trust me, I know like a bunch about Carl Anderson now and everything. So, but like when I was watching them, it just seemed like two dudes walking around. And
Yeah.
then when they left and Omos was the new guy, it seemed like the same thing. It was just
Mm-hmm.
more like muscle again. It was just like,
yeah.
okay,
And so, that match, Seth Rollins hits a super stomp
yeah,
off the top rope,
well, you have to.
ends the match.
Yeah.
Crowd sing, just, he
Yep.
gets it all.
Love
I'm
it.
just like, yes. That's our next world heavyweight champion, motherfucker.
It is. How
Austin
shocked would you
Theory,
be if that was AJ, though?
Austin Theory, Bobby Lashley, Bronson Reed, that triple threat, I missed it.
You missed it?
I missed it. It
Where
was
were
so
you at?
short. It was a 6-minute match. I was getting off of work, like I was watching it from my phone, and then transitioning, and then making sure this was
Damn.
right, and then I go in, and I was like, oh shit, the match is over.
Damn.
That's why I texted you. I was like, who won? Austin Theory? What the fuck?
I do remember that.
And then
Yeah.
when I watched it back, it was a good match.
Mm-hmm.
Bronson Reed showed out, Bobby Lashley showed out, Austin Theory showed out.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit, y'all are okay.
Yeah. No, they're hitting us hard.
Great match.
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley's and Lena Vega. I didn't have high hopes for Zelina winning, but
You
she
had
still.
high hopes for
No, I
that?
didn't,
Oh, you didn't? No. I didn't
but she
either.
still showed out.
Because they want. I think they want. Again, I think they want Rhea to be champion for a little bit.
No, of course. Like you're not gonna give her a 1
She
month
may lose
lead.
it at like SummerSlam, but like that's as close as we're getting to.
She gonna hold it for a good break.
That's one thing. She might hold it for the rest of the year, but like
I'm not opposed.
I'm not opposed to it either. But I just if we're
If she
thinking like,
loses, it's gonna be to a
What's-
really credible champ.
yeah,
challenger.
what's the earliest she could lose it? SummerSlam.
Yeah.
No way she losing it at anything else but a Big Four. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, especially how she won it.
Hell yeah.
From winning the Royal Rumble,
She beat fucking
WrestleMania.
Charlotte Flair, dude. You can't beat Charlotte Flair and then lose it at some random event. Nah,
Yeah,
we're not doing that.
She better not lose it back to Charlotte though. That's all I know.
They're gonna get her to be like a 30-time champion. You know that, right? They just keep adding the
hope-
number,
I
bro.
hope the
They just
hell
keep
not.
adding the number.
I
What's it
know.
matter?
I know, but I hope the hell.
But it's cool though because her kind of role in that is like she's very dominant, but like she can be a champion for like 3 weeks and no one's gonna bat an eye at it, and she's not gonna lose anything. She's not gonna it's not gonna hurt her.
Yeah,
know what I mean?
See, I like Charlotte Flair. I just don't like how easily pushed she is. Like
What you mean?
championship opportunities left and right, titles left and right.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I've just come to terms with that.
The one time it really pissed me off
Mm-hmm.
was when a random SmackDown before WrestleMania, she fights Asuka and
Yep.
beats her for the title. I'm just like, whoa, Asuka was supposed to go into WrestleMania and defend her title. They're like, no, we need a double champion into the first women's main event. And I'm like, why y'all do my girl Asuka dirty like that? Asuka, that's my bitch.
Right.
And they just did her down. I was like,
right.
And then a lot of her reigns were short.
Charlotte's?
Yeah. The
Well,
longest
saying.
reign was her past SmackDown Women's Championship.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, she can have a short reign. Like, you can't give Rhea a short reign right now. You can't really.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you could, if you give Asuka the belt at some point, which I don't think she's winning that shit either, but we talk about that later. She will. But you can give it to Charlotte at whenever, and then take it off her whenever, and no one's gonna bat an eye because she's just 17-time winning, 18-time winning. It doesn't matter. What's she at now? She's 16, I think.
No, it's not 16
No,
yet.
it's way more than that.
14.
Oh, I thought it was more than that.
No, she hasn't tied her father yet. That's why they're trying to get her to.
What's
16?
16. Okay, so
John
she's on her
Cena's
way.
tied with him.
She's gonna blow her dad out the water. I know it.
I would
know it.
rather John Cena or Randy Orton beat.
Because
Ric
she's
Flair
not old
before.
either.
No, she's not. She's still in her 30s. Yeah.
Oh, dude, she's gonna blow that shit before she gets to 40. I don't know how old she is, but she's gonna blow that shit before she gets to 40. Blow it out the water.
Rhea Ripley defeats Zelina. Good match.
Good match.
The
Zelina
ovation
got her shit
she
off.
got afterwards from being a Puerto Rican native. Whoo! I was almost teared up with her. I was like,
Word.
you know,
I didn't
you
know she was
deserve
from
your
Puerto Rico.
flowers.
That's cool.
Well, it's not from, but her background,
Yeah.
race.
Oh, I thought you said you were Puerto Rican.
Oh man.
I was like, okay, I didn't know that.
So speaking of Puerto Ricans, Bad Bunny, Damian
Yes.
Priest, no disqualification, San Juan street fight.
One of the best entrances I've ever seen.
He even had a drone following us. I was like, what?
The drone. They need to do more of that drone shit.
Yeah,
They
they probably
definitely
do it
did.
for
I feel like they
the
tested
international
that
and then
out.
Big Force.
Because they did that drone show. What
Crown
was
Jewel when they had the
Crown Jewel.
they did it before at WrestleMania.
Oh, they did?
WrestleMania.
I just
when
remember
they were
seeing Bray
outdoors.
Wyatt's little dragonfly thing.
Yeah,
up in,
they
that was
had
cool as
Roman
shit.
Reigns, Logan Paul.
Yep.
I want to say Seth. No, Seth wasn't there. No, but they did it at WrestleMania 37 when they were outdoors. Because I remember seeing Sasha Banks, Shane McMahon, and then the
Fire.
WrestleMania itself, like that logo.
Okay.
That was cool.
Yeah, no, the drone. So they should do the drone shots with
Yes.
the entrance. They need to start doing that
Bruh. I was thinking that shit
Yeah,
too. I was
yeah.
like, oh shit.
more. Dude,
he
that
came out
Every time I watch that came out on TikTok today. Goosebumps.
every time.
Yeah, dude. It's like, that's
Bad Bunny
crazy.
is an international superstar for
Yeah.
a reason.
Yeah.
He has high respect for the wrestling industry. And
Absolutely.
the fact that he went out there and fucking tore it
I've been
up with Damian Priest.
clamoring for a Bad Bunny match since his WrestleMania match with Damian.
Right.
That
He popped out at the Royal Rumble that one time. I was like, oh shit, Bad Bunny, hell yeah.
yeah.
And then, you know,
Nah,
of course,
I'm waiting for a match.
he's still an artist, so, you know, he tours and all this and that. They're
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
lock him
yeah.
in for
He can't do it all the
SummerSlam.
time. Are they?
They're trying to lock him in for SummerSlam.
Please, yes. Who though?
Somebody. Shit. Anybody.
I'll take anybody. Yeah, you can put him against anybody.
But yeah, it was a crazy match. You got run-ins from the Judgment Day.
Yep.
Who stops him? Rey Mysterio at first. They beat him down.
Yep.
Who shows up? Fucking Carlito.
That was nuts.
Holy shit. You don't I heard the music. I was like, wait, that's a
I didn't know the music because
fucking-
again,
yeah,
but like
it started
But like
and then-
I've seen him before, so like what?
Still looking swole.
So like it's like he's cool. I'm like, got it. I was like, okay. I was like, and then I didn't realize he's from Puerto Rico either. So I was like, okay, perfect. That's
Come
amazing.
out still swole as fucking ever. And then who comes next? Sophia. Oh my God, I keep on butchering his name. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
Who are you talking about?
So Vega. My God,
Santos Escobar?
no, not the the LW, the LW.
Oh, the fucking he gave him the Puerto Rican stick.
Yes,
Oh, I don't know who you're talking. I know who you're talking about, but I don't know who you're talking about.
my God, I can't. Why can't I think of his name?
You'll get it. You'll find it. Google is your best friend.
Savio Vega. Damn. Jesus.
Are they related?
Who?
Safio and Zelina?
No. Just, same last
Just
name.
happens to
I
be.
mean, her real name's not Zelina Vega.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Neither of their names could be Vega for all I know.
It's a Thea.
I
Trinidad.
knew that.
But yeah, holy shit, what a match.
Yep.
And then they come out. The crowd's still on 100.
Yeah.
They did not die down once.
Hell no.
And that shit was.
And you've had a bad match this whole time either. So they're just on one.
And then that shit was crazy.
I would have done a lot of things to be in Puerto Rico that night.
Bad Bunny taking a broken arrow off a case into tables.
Yeah.
He said he was hurt, but like he said, hey, I'll do it again.
I thought he hurt himself when going back to that Raw after Mania when Damian threw him into that table. Mm-hmm. Just the way he landed.
It was awkward, but like he was fine.
Well, like because the way he was holding himself, like he might have actually hurt himself. This is bad.
Well, he was selling it. That's what he told.
Well, I know. I know that now, but I was like,
mm-hmm. Like looking at it, yeah. At first, like, ooh,
yeah,
Bad Bunny, you good?
Yeah.
I thought he hurt himself off that sliced bread when he flipped over and almost landed on his fucking neck.
Oh yeah.
I was like, whoa. Okay, he got up quick too, so he's good.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
But then, but shout out Damian Priest.
Damian got to come up.
Bruh.
Because also, he wasn't on WrestleMania at all.
And that was his WrestleMania. How Rhea, the Judgment Day, have said it like in Indies, that's Damian's WrestleMania.
I'm sure he would much rather have been. Like, if he had to choose one, he would have been on Backlash, absolutely. Yeah. Fighting Bad Bunny in Puerto Rico, he would have rather had that anyway.
Holy
so
shit. The ovation was just nuts. Every move. Wah! Yeah. I was like, they need to come back to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
And then we come back here to America, these crowds are like, woo. I'm just like, y'all suck. Y'all fucking
it's like you go to fucking bumfuck Kentucky. It's like, I don't care. Like, they don't care.
I think next Monday's Raw.
They just want to do their what chance.
The next Monday's Raw after Night of Champions is in a city that was quiet. Like, ugh.
Yeah, they need to, like, take notes of this and, like, not go back.
But, it's in the schedule, rotation.
I'm just saying, like, if they need to, like, let's say they go to bumfuck Kentucky next week and they're just like, you know what? We need to not come back here. Because, like, it's
for a while.
Dead.
Just come back to DC, y'all. Please.
DC's dope.
So then we have the Bloodline versus Matt Riddle, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn.
Yep.
It was more story than it was match for real. Because you have Solo and Jay going at it.
Well, everyone's watching Solo look at the Usos like
he about to just fucking no.
Yeah.
Like, he grabbed Jay. When he grabbed Jay and was about to deliver, I was like, oh, do it by accident, but you're supposed to.
When they did the smack, when they tagged, I thought that was going to blow up.
Yeah.
I was like, we about to get it. Because that's when the Bloodline stuff really does. A lot of the Bloodline stuff doesn't happen unless it's a pay-per-view or a live event.
It's more better like when it's internal Bloodline stuff, not someone else making the Bloodline.
Yeah. So like when it's them doing
fighting
stuff,
each other.
You're not going to see nothing until pay-per-view time.
Like, I like it better when they're fighting each other.
Me too.
Jey Uso's going to beat Roman for the title.
I wouldn't hate it. But they'd have to do it. They'd have to do it all the way right, but I would not hate it.
Because if you think about it, Roman has never actually beaten Jey. Class of Champions.
I have to really break that down.
Jimmy threw in the tile.
All right.
Hell in a Cell, he had to quit because he had Jimmy. He didn't have a submission hold on Jey. He didn't make Jey quit out of punishment. He made Jey quit because he was saving his brother.
Interesting.
Just telling you, Jey gonna do it.
I wouldn't hate it. Like I said, they really need to do that absolutely, completely right, which I have a lot of faith in that. If that's what they're trying to do, I have a lot of faith in Roman telling that story. Just because, like, I think
as of right now, it's going bonkers.
Well, my take on it is that it has nothing to do with Roman. It's just Roman's telling the story, and WWE doesn't know what to do about it. So, like, they don't know. WWE doesn't know what to do around it.
Yeah.
They're just like they're so enamored with what Roman and them are doing that they can't even run the rest of the company properly. They had to make it this whole other title just to get it to work for Roman, because I believe this is one of the greatest storylines they're ever going to have.
They had such an easy way of splitting those titles last year.
Dude, I have a whole thing, and we can go into it if you want, either today or another day. But like, I have a whole way of how so easily they could have made this so much easier, and it's just so much more messy.
You know, it's crazy. They didn't even have to unify the titles.
You didn't have to what?
They didn't have to unify the titles. I'm just saying, they didn't. No one asked for it. No one cared for it.
This new title makes me feel like they kind of ripped that joint off of him, even though.
Let's finish backlash because
you.
we got one last match, and then we're actually going into
Okay,
that.
perfect.
Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar. The match was fine. It picked up once Brock split his shit open and was bleeding everywhere.
Crazy.
I was like, holy shit.
I do not think that was planned.
It was, but like how he did it kind of looked like, ooh,
It definitely wasn't blading.
Deep.
It definitely wasn't blading.
It was not. It was straight turnbuckle.
Yeah.
Hit his forehead.
Like once they ripped that joint off and he hit that, I was like,
Immediately.
I was like,
because his hands were near his face. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And he was gushing. I was like, oh.
I was like, no. Because I saw it instantly. I'm like, oh my God. I think my girl was sitting next to me. I was like, that's not good. I was like,
yeah.
And then now it makes more sense why Brock's beating on Cody.
Yeah.
Because he's not got this big scar right here now.
I would have liked the story better if it was they did it because Brock was jealous. He opened WrestleMania, Cody's main eventing. And fuck, I don't get to face Roman. You know what? Fuck you. I'm an F5.
Yeah, because they still haven't really explained why this is happening, have they? Yeah.
Because now it's a story going into Night of
Brock
Champions.
doesn't really explain himself anyway, so.
I mean,
we're probably never going to get that explanation.
Shit, he never explained why he came in and attacked Cena when he returned.
Right. We're not going to hear it.
He's just an ass kicker.
He just does it. Yeah.
Fuck it. Cody Rhodes wins off of a roll-up. After being in the Kimura lock, he just stacks him up 1, 2, 3.
That was crazy.
I didn't like that finish.
No.
But I see the follow-up, so I'm just like, okay.
The follow-up makes it make more sense.
Because now at Night of
Now Brock's
Champions,
pissed.
Cody needs to win straight up.
Oh, yeah.
Like pin him off of a crossroads.
Or just don't show up, because I don't want to see this whole storyline of Cody's the guy who wrestles injured. I don't care about that.
Yeah, like he's a fighting guy. I can't say champion because he's not the champion.
It's like, okay, he went and did the torn pec thing, which was brutal still. One of the most brutal things I've ever seen.
That shit looked like it hurt it.
It had to have hurt.
Like, you're
just the way,
fucking
when
purple.
he does this, dude, it's like you can tell that's not fun. He's not having a good time.
He couldn't move that arm. And
Hell
then
no.
He went through hell in a cell match with Seth Rollins.
Yeah, with that. And then
torn pectoral muscle.
And now we're doing this thing where his elbow might be broken or
no, his arm's broken from Kimura,
torn.
but they've done that before with other people. Hell, John Cena. That's what they're treated as. Like when John Cena lost to The Rock at last year, or WrestleMania, and then he went against Brock, and then he still had that injured arm. Just shit like that. And
I'm just not. I don't want to see that be Cody's thing.
Right.
It's just like, okay, we did the torn pec thing. That was really cool. Now you're really tough. And even Triple H said it when he was talking to him. He was like, we know how tough you are, dude. Like, you don't have to do this. And he's like, no. And now I know for a fact that we're going to see him walk up to that podium or walk up to the ring in a whole sling and everything. He's going to rip it off. He's going to fight Brock. And
as the one-armed man, I needed to make this match at least no disqualification or something. To make it.
I don't think they're going to do that.
Yeah,
they would have to announce on SmackDown, because they didn't say nothing on Raw.
They'd probably do it at the show.
Okay.
Like Cody, these doctors can't sanction this match. We'll make the match unsanctioned.
Oh.
And it'll go like that. I can see them doing it like that.
Okay. I also am on the side of Cody Rhodes cannot. If Cody Rhodes is supposed to face Roman in Philadelphia in WrestleMania 40, he cannot lose.
Well, now he's supposed to face Gunther,
which sounds awesome. Mm-hmm. Especially if
I don't think they should have done they should do back to back. That's how you kill it.
I think it's already killed, but okay.
Yeah, it is, but yeah.
So does someone beat Roman in that time, or does that have anything to do with any title?
Well, if it's the main event of WrestleMania.
Is this new one the one he wants?
Okay, so now we're getting to the new World Heavyweight Championship.
Bet.
New design. It's the same title, same lineage from the one that came back in 2002.
So glad they cleared that up, because I was for weeks complaining.
Like, is it just brand new?
Is it new? Is it what? Or did they strip Roman? What's happening?
Yes.
No one's saying anything about it. They're just like, oh, we're going to give this to somebody who will actually fight for it. That's cool. Let's slide Roman. I get it. But what is happening? Because I don't know what this is. It's just a belt. It's a nice, pretty belt that you're calling the World Heavyweight Champion. That's great. But your black belt that you have with Roman says World Heavyweight Champion on it. And I understand now that it's the WWE title.
Mm-hmm. It's just the name they have, etched on it, because when the title got unified in 2013, last person to hold it, Randy Orton, the titles were unified. Mm-hmm. They renamed it the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Right.
That was the whole title name.
Yep.
Then, they created a new title for a singular title so no one has to carry two belts. And it said World Heavyweight Champion, WWE World Heavyweight Champion, because that was its whole name. It went through 3 renames, WWE World Heavyweight Champion, WWE Champion, WWE World Champion, back to WWE Champion. It was just a whole debacle, because then they said, okay, now we have the Universal Championship.
With the blue one.
Well, the red one first.
Well, it was red, and then now it's blue.
Yeah.
So that black belt has nothing to do with this other belt?
No.
Okay.
It's the World Heavyweight Championship lineage.
Okay. But it is that... Because it was what was unified with it, but now it's not unified.
Yes. Well, yeah.
I guess. Because at some point, if you unify them...
Well, because the WWE Championship lineage never stopped.
The WWE Championship?
Yeah.
It
dates back all the way to...
But the World Heavyweight one stopped in 2013.
Yes, and now it's continuing in 2023, 10 years later. Damn, 10 years later. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the new World Heavyweight Championship.
Beautiful belt.
I'm getting it.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna wait till Black Friday though, when it's cheaper.
Because
I'm not dropping 500 on that.
Is it 500?
It's still 500.
That's okay. I'm good.
But
I have nowhere to put that. I can't even really hang this one up. This is mine, by the way.
yeah,
But I can't.
I bought a shelf to stack my
There's
stuff.
these hooks at Home Depot that I could just put on the wall and it'll fit right in. I just haven't bought them yet.
Yeah.
I'm lazy, but
Belt
like
collector.
$20.
I'm a belt collector. I might get the
I would like to
AEW World
collect a
title.
belt.
Still iffy on it.
I'm
The
a Funko
design's
collector more so. They're way cheaper, A. And B, I have a whole wall full. Just there's a whole ass wall. I wish I had a picture of my wall. I'll show it to you.
I have too many titles, but not enough.
Nah, man. That was it IWGP North American?
United States title.
United States.
Yeah.
So fire.
Yeah.
It's
The
realistic.
same person who made that title for me made the same one for Kenny Omega. Shout out JB Toys.
Amazing title.
Amazing. That one,
You should just carry that around with you wherever you go.
I would, but it's so fucking heavy.
It's very heavy, but you'll
Real metal.
be jacked. You'll be so jacked because you'll just be lifted. This weighs nothing. This is 5 pounds.
The US title, the WWE one,
Yeah.
that shit is heavy too.
Is it?
It's thick.
That's the new one you just got, right?
I got that one, then the Intercontinental title,
Oh, okay.
the new one.
Gotcha.
I'm debating on what's
The
next.
old or the new look?
The new one.
New look.
I had the old one.
I like the new
gave
look
it
a
to
lot.
my
Someone was
nephew.
putting up all the old ones. Someone on TikTok.
The white one, of course, is iconic. It's the best looking one. The new one's not bad.
I like the
It's
new one.
just going from that iconic looking one to that, some people say it's a downgrade. It's just, it's just different.
You know what belt I hated? The first AEW women's title.
Yeah. So small.
It looked like a doll.
Yeah.
It looked like a
something you put on a
Polly
bracelet.
Pocket.
Yeah.
Like Polly Pocket was going to put that around and win the
And
championship.
then they made it bigger.
Oh, it's so much better.
And then now the newer one. Because there was 3 designs.
Oh, was there
The
another
smaller one was small and silver. They made it bigger. It was gold.
Whichever one they have now, I like that a lot.
Yeah, that one-
The first one was god awful.
AEW's titles, I'm not going to lie, they have a distinct look to them. Mm-hmm. Like the World Championship, it reminds me of an old school WWW.
That's probably
title.
the prettiest belt in wrestling still, in my opinion. I like a lot of the New Japan ones.
Yeah, New Japan topped it
they're
until they
going in.
changed the fucking world title.
They
They didn't have to do that.
Hold on. NXT's World Championship is still awesome. I'm so glad they never went away from that design.
Yeah,
Because
they added color to it.
good.
But-
That's fine with me.
yeah.
But
It still
that
looked good.
big X, so cool. Yeah.
The other one was fire too. The original one, the first.
I haven't seen
design.
the original one. I don't think so.
Oh yeah, look it up.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
It's
Damn,
fire. It was fire.
The NXT one's very, very dope. I'm so glad they never changed it, even with the whole rebrand and everything like that.
The North American title is still tough.
Yeah, it is. It is because
It's different.
It's at the maroon belt, right?
And then that's like boxer style too.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's all like the MMA guys have
The
boxers.
TNT title and TBS title. It's just like
They're what
a
they are.
stamped
They're
logo.
billboard.
Exactly, they're
Yeah,
billboard titles.
Yeah, they're exactly what they are.
The tag team titles reminded me of the old TNA World Tag Team titles.
Yeah, the trio. I like the trios though. And the international. Excuse me. The international one is fire too. And I'm glad they changed the name.
What was it before?
It was Atlantic.
Yeah, North Atlantic. All Atlantic. Yeah, and then international.
Cool. It's a cool name, but we knew what it was going to be.
Now.
And also, I thought when they introduced that belt, it was supposed to be for people not American. Was I wrong about that?
No. So now we've talked about what's happened.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to get into what's upcoming.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a lot upcoming. Now, we're not just strictly talking about WWE, no, because what's upcoming with AEW is Double or Nothing.
Yes.
We're going to get into that build. What's next for WWE? Night of Champions. Their build, we're going to get into that too because it's been iffy with certain titles, especially your world champion who's not defending.
Yeah.
But so, with that being said, this was our free version of Rap and Wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
Tune in for our Patreon, and we're going to talk about what's upcoming in these next few weeks with the realm of pro wrestling.
Patreon.
So, to all you free listeners, watchers, sorry, this is where you end. But if you go on Patreon, get the exclusive, you hear us talk more.
Right now.
So,
It's there.
with that, bye-bye.
See ya.